Hello everyone, it's Singh here with another video on life in Oxford. Right now this is week 1, and if you came here right after my video on week 0, the last week's video, you will notice that nothing has changed in the settings. I'm wearing the same hoodie even. So yeah, I'm recording both of these videos right now. It is the Sunday of week 1. I forgot about this idea at all, week 0, but yes, here we are, week 1, the last day of week 1, the last an hour and a half of week 1. If you think Monday is the start of the day, some people say Sunday is the start of the week. I disagree with that. Anyway, week 1, it is a little bit more intense. The academic aspects has started, and I haven't had any tutorials or lectures this week in person because, well, the mathematics, like for mathematics students, tutorial only starts week 2, because week 1 is when we start the problem sheets, and then we would discuss the problem sheets or go over them in the week after that, week 2, right? And then week 2 we do problem sheets, we discuss those in week 3, and so on. And lectures are mostly online for the mathematics department. There is one in-person lecture on complex number and linear algebra, which I missed due to volleyball practice. But there are all like video recordings of the lectures, which I think are quite nice because you can watch them at you can watch them at your own pace, right? I usually watch most of them at 2 times speed for the most part, until like there's one part where I don't understand, then I will slow down 1 time speed. I might play it over and over again. I might pause and think about stuff, right? But most of it is 2 times speed because, well, at least for week 1, it's still quite like it's more of a refresher on what you've done in high school, so it hasn't been too complicated. So I can watch it 2 times speed and go through it quickly, and it's pretty cool. It's like imagine Eminem is your math lecturer. Wouldn't you like math a lot more? At least I would. And then work so far work for math students are, I think, purely problem sheets. Apart from like in computational mathematics, in the first year, we have some like computing projects, but other than that, it's just purely problem sheets. And so far, not too bad. There are two complex number problem sheets, two complex number problems on the complex number problem sheet that I haven't been able to solve, and I might just be attempting them after recording this video. Or actually, that's probably a lie. I will probably be going to bed after this video. But anyway, that is work so far. Not too bad. Nothing that I want to talk about specifically. As for social events in week 1, uh, there isn't that much, right? Because I think after week 0, most people has their own like friend circle, right? I've made some great friends that I hang out with like on a daily basis, and there isn't many like college level social events that's like open for everyone to go to. It's more like specific for like specific clubs and societies, and I didn't really attend any. Uh, and I didn't go to the formal this week, just because, as I said last video, I'm not really interested in formals. I might go next week. I don't really know. I probably won't go too many. There is a formal every week, by the way, which is actually not a lot for like colleges in Oxford. I think is it Merton College, which is just right next door. They have 6 formals. They have 6 formals a week, or I don't know. That's what I hear. I don't know if it's true. Um, there is one social event that I did go to this week that is college level. It's the Corpus Christi Bop, or CBOP. And for those who doesn't know what a Bop is, it is basically just a party organized by students, right? And to be honest, the Bop was quite disappointing. The alcohol is quite expensive, and the music was just atrocious. Like it was like it's music you like listen to if you have insomnia and needs to go to bed, like it needs to go to sleep. Like it, it's not for partying. I don't know what happened in terms of the music, and I wasn't nearly drunk enough to be able to enjoy that, because yeah, alcohol is very expensive. And what was pretty cool about it is that it took place in the auditorium, which is like this fairly modern building with like, glass and like wood. It's like fairly modern design, but part of the wall is the original Oxford City Wall. Like how cool is that? Like imagine having a party where like the wall next to you is like 1,000 years old. That I think that's pretty. Well, I think it's cool, but it definitely is something. Whether it's cool or not, that's up to you to decide. Um, One thing I would love to talk about, I would stress about for anyone who is coming to Oxford or going to any like close and like more intimate close colleges, is that freshers flu really hit hard. Um, so I've had this cough that you are hearing for about a week now. Speaking of the cough, and it is terrible. Like I cannot sleep at night. If you're coughing, you cannot sleep at night, right? Like you just like it takes me like 2 hours before I can sleep on average. This the past week, which is not good because time is limited here in the sense that there's always something you can do. It's not like I'm like falling behind on academic work or anything. Like I'm able to like do everything that I need to do, but there's so many like opportunities. I guess it's true anywhere, but in Oxford specifically, it's really like if you have the time, it's very easy to do something productive with it, right? Like you can apply to internships, you can participate in societies and clubs and sports events and whatnot. There's so many things you can do that like it's not good that I'm missing so many. Well, I'm just like losing out hours, just lying in bed coughing. But the flu is not going away. I think you get it once and then you get something else because like freshers who basically you know you, there's 100 people in from all over the world and they're all like during freshers week they're all like in close quarters, so you get freshers flu. Luckily, at least I did not get COVID. I have taken LF, two or three LFT tests to well evidences, and yeah, so that's freshers flu, something to watch out for. Um, in terms of sports, because of freshers flu, I missed like all the basketball training this week. I went to some volleyball trainings. I went to two games. Oh, it was pretty cool. Like on my third day of really starting Oxford, right? Like third day on week 3, Wednesday. I just like went with the volleyball team to play an away game in Bournemouth. We got wrecked, but to be fair, we would have won if like the whole team went. Like we went to the game with like 6 people, which is like the bare minimum number of people you can play volleyball with. Right? Ideally, you want at least 7 so you can utilize your libero. But we had 6. Our libero had to go play setter because none of our setters came. So that was quite a struggle. We got wrecked, but to be fair, we got like we at first we like first set we just got absolutely murdered. Second set it was a little bit better. Third set we were actually competitive, and I think if we won the third set we would have genuinely like, and it was 25-22 that we lost. But if we won, we would have like put up a proper fight afterwards. Which so it's quite a shame that we didn't manage to win, and but yeah, we probably would beat this team in a home game. Away games, a lot of the team members are like mastered PhD students, and they're really busy, so they don't attend. They don't come to away games. We did also have an away game in Oxford Brookes University, which is just a university that's like 20-minute walk from well, 10-minute walk from Sports Center, 20-minute walk from where I live. But yeah, we've played them. They're in the league below us, but they also wrecked us, which is quite embarrassing. But again, not all of our team went, and not and we played with more like newer players first. And to be fair, we didn't have that many training, but we played with like newer players, uh, so people who probably won't be starters for the first two sets. The third set where we were really close, we were playing with like our starters, and also our starting setter, our best setter also didn't show again. He is a DPhil last year DPhil student, so obviously I very much understand. But yeah, we played with like the setter from the girls team who's just she's so good. Like she was single handedly carrying the game. Like because I think she plays for the U23 Germany national team. Is it Germany? I don't know. One of the European country like U23 team. And like she's amazing, and we're trying to get her to play for us permanently. So that's the sports side of things. Two losses, no win so far. Not very good, but things will get better. I'm hoping. This coming week two on Wednesday, we'll be playing Essex at home, which is the defending champion of the league apparently. But it's a home game, so hopefully at least we'll be close. Maybe we can win our first set. Uh, so yeah, I will again wrap up with just general feeling I'm getting, and so far general feeling is the people at Oxford are quite like the students are quite academic, or I wouldn't say academic, like they have they're interesting people that go out clubbing and whatnot, but like if you just sit in the lunch hall and talk to people, and you can hear them talking about like problem sheets and like work they have. So a lot of it is work focus. Oh, funny thing is, there's this like master student who like I had like I sat with for like a brunch and a dinner or something, and it's funny how like he just thinks that we have so much like hope in our eyes, and like how it will absolutely get destroyed and everything, like because like he went through this. He went through the undergraduate course in Oxford, and he said like it is a real struggle. And now he's doing master degree, and like he I think he does genetics, and he literally like every awake hour is for him is basically spent in the lab. Like like he would eat and just rush off to lab. So yeah, people are quite like academic in the sense it would, because if you think about it, Oxford has like the most academically capable students of all the high schools. So like the most I think at Oxford is like the most academic people in the high school that you come from, or so like it's quite concentrated. It's of quite high concentration of like academically minded and inclined people, and some of them are just like honestly just crazy. Like I was talking to this one history student who had an interest in number theory. He didn't just like math. He explored enough subjects about math to conclude. He sampled enough data to conclude he liked number theory, specifically number theory. Like, and is a history student. Like, yeah, there's a lot of like really smart, really academic people here. So yeah, that's about all I have to say for week one. I will see you all next week.